Are you considering accepting commissions or freelancing? If so, here's 12 reasons why you absolutely should. By the way, go what's up? I'm Delilah, and let's get straight into it. So, reason number one why you absolutely should consider commissions is because you get to work your own flexible hours. So, most people work typically about 40 hours a week, and it's a common misconception that they work the entire 40 hours all week long. But according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, people typically only work 3 out of the 8 hours in a workday, meaning they spend about 15 hours a week actually working and being productive, and the other 25 hours is actually spent, I don't know, procrastinating, busy work, whatever. That means that you're spending 25 hours at work doing nothing, at least not working.
What?
You could be spending that 25 hours doing something else. So let's say it takes you about 3 hours to work on a drawing. Good for you, that's pretty fast. But that means that if you decide that 3 hours is good for the day, you can do that. You just stop right there and take the rest of the day off. You know why? Because you can. It also means that you can take as much vacation days as you want. So if you decide you want to just work 365 days a year, good for you. I don't have that kind of stamina or dedication to anything but eating and sleeping, really. But if you decide, you know what, I think I deserve an entire month off, you can do that too, because there's no one there to stop you. So think about it. You're only working 3 hours, maybe 5 days a week if you want to, or you can only do 4 days a week, or hell, do 2 days a week. It's really up to you. And then you're taking the entire summer off. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good work life to me. I don't know about you, but it sounds good to me. Reason number two is that you can charge your own price. So let's say somebody wants you to draw a picture of their cutest little dog. Cool. You could charge them $5, or you can go crazy and charge them $5,000. It's really up to you. Now, I'm not saying someone's gonna be willing to pay $5,000 for a drawing, but you know, no one's gonna stop you from charging that price. And let's say you've been freelancing for a year, or you know, accepting commissions for a year, and you decide, you know what, I think I need to charge a little bit more for this, for whatever reason. You can do that too. It's really up to you. Reason number three is that you can work from anywhere, which is great because sometimes it can get a little boring or claustrophobic when you're working from home and you have nowhere else to move around in the house. So you can grab whatever it is that you use to work on your commissions, and then go to a coffee shop or to the park or even to a friend's house. It's really up to you. You can even grab your stuff, hop on a plane, and fly all the way to the Dominican Republic. That's cool too, as long as you get your work done, you know? No one's gonna stop you from traveling. Whether it's local or international, sometimes a change of scenery can be really good for you. And especially if you can't take any vacation, it's kind of a nice way to get away without actually having to take time off. And it's also a little more relaxing that way too. Reason number four is that you can say no to a project or to a commission, which is great because, you know, sometimes you just don't have the time to accept another one. So you could say no, or maybe the project is too daunting. It could be something like they want you to illustrate an entire book when you're more used to doing a single illustration per client. So you could say no to that too. Or maybe it's a client you've had before who is an absolute nightmare to work with, which happens. You know, people are indecisive about their decisions or constantly change their mind, or they don't pay you when they're supposed to, things like that. So you can say no to them too. Or maybe you just have too many commissions on your plate already. So you can say no and be like, you know what, right now I have too much, I'll come back to it, and when I have an open slot, you'll be the first to know. Reason number five, and this might be maybe the most appealing part to some people, is you get to be your own boss. That means there's no one there to micromanage you, nobody you have to answer to, and definitely nobody who has to approve any time off. So if somebody is having a birthday party and you really want to go to that, you can do that without having to talk to anyone or request that time off. If you want to get some work done without someone breathing down your neck, that's cool too, because there's nobody there. It's just you as your own boss. Reason number 6 is that it could be a side hustle, it could be a full-time job, or it can be temporary. So you can use freelancing or accepting commissions as a supplementary income, meaning that it's not your only source of money that's coming in. You might have a full-time job already, so this could be something you do on the side, or it could be your full-time job. But maybe if you started off as a side hustle or temporary, then it could be a way to sort of test it out to see if you would even like doing it for a living. And if it turns out you do, then at least you're already in it and you've already started, and you don't have to worry about having to pay the bills while you're trying this out. You're already paying the bills on the side. You know what I mean? And it could also be something that you do temporarily. So if it's temporary, maybe it's because you're trying to save up for something. Maybe you need a new laptop. You can do that to raise money and then buy yourself a brand spanking new laptop. It's really up to you. But this is a good way to sort of test the waters without actually having to commit to it full time. Reason number 7 is that your art projects most likely will never be the same. Even if people are making the same kind of requests, draw a portrait of this person or that person, everybody looks different, especially people from the real world. So each portrait is going to be very unique and very different, even if what you're essentially just doing is drawing a portrait. It's also a great way to get out of art block, because people are making suggestions for you. You're not having to try to come up with, what do I feel like drawing today? It's more, what does the client want? And then sometimes they come up with things that you would have never thought of. Reason number 8 is that you get to create your own real world experience. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the time when you apply for a job, it tends to ask for experience, right? It wants to make sure that you know what you're doing. And if you're like me, you probably don't have any. And most places are not willing to actually give you that experience. So this way, when you're freelancing or commissioning different kinds of artwork and whatnot, it's a way for you to create your own experience. So on a resume, you can put freelancing and then list all the different clients that you've had, especially if these clients start to become more well-known. Then that way you start to develop a reputation and you get to get more noticed, and maybe even then the jobs start coming to you. So this is a good way to be able to create your own experience without having to wait for someone to give it to you. Reason number 9 is that you get to create art that's rewarding. Sometimes those commissions that you get from people are actually significant or really meaningful. It could be something like creating a portrait of somebody who's passed, whether it's a loved one that they are related to, or it could have been a pet. Or it could be something a little more fun, like creating an invitation for someone's Sweet 16, or maybe creating a logo for someone's new business. Either way, it's something that is not just a piece of artwork that's going on the wall. It's actually something that holds a lot of significance to someone. Reason number 10 is you get to create artwork you would have never thought of. And I mean, sometimes people come up with some really crazy ideas. I once drew a robotic alligator as a commission. Never in my mind would I have thought, you know what I really want to draw today is a robotic alligator. Yeah, sounds good to me. But I did it, and it actually came out really nice. So sometimes people come up with some ideas you would have never thought of, and something like that is really great for your portfolio. Reason number 11 is that you can take on more commissions if you need more money, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you need to pay a bill or raise money for something, then you can take on more commissions. You could take on 10 or 100 at a time if you want to. More power to you, because I can't do that many at once. I have to do these fast because I'm running out of space on my phone. So reason number 12 is that you get to do something that you actually love to do for a living. It could, even if it's a side hustle or if it's your full-time job, which is great because it means that you get to do something that you love, that is fulfilling, and that you actually look forward to doing. And sometimes It's enough for it to just be a side hustle. But this way, at least you get to finally do something that you've always wanted to do. And I have a bonus tip for you. And that bonus tip is that it could lead to job opportunities. Sometimes when somebody commissions you, they love what you did so much that they actually ask for multiple commissions. So you end up getting repeat clients. Or if you post that artwork on social media, it can be seen by future employers. That'll actually come to you with job opportunities instead of you coming to them. And sometimes the job might be something you think is temporary, but may actually become permanent, which is really great if it's something that you absolutely look forward to doing. So you never really know what these jobs, what these commissions can lead to. So there you have it. That's 12 reasons why you absolutely should do commissions or freelancing. And in case you want to know if there's any cons to this, any reasons why you absolutely shouldn't, then I'm going to leave a link either up here or up here. I'm not sure where the little card is. And I'll also leave a link below in the description to let you know some negatives to actually freelancing or doing commission work. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification to be notified of any videos that I come out in the future. So also follow me on Instagram or anywhere else. I'll just leave my socials somewhere on the screen. Thanks for watching again. Bye. Take 1. Take 2. Sure. Take 3. Take 4. Man, I'm really losing count over here. Take 5. Let's do this. I don't know what take we're on, and I'm gonna stop counting because I will lose count again, so take whatever. If so, this is 12 reasons. No, not this. These. Okay. Why are you blinking? The little lights just went out on my little light thing. Awesome. Hey. Come back. And I just made it worse. And the light just came on. Really? It depends on the cost, blah, 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 blah. Why would I say that? What the hell? There's multiple reasons why you would do either one. Just sounded mess, but why you would do everyone? Not do everyone, what? No, not putting that out there. Let's try that again. Wow, I am shiny. Shiny! Reason number 9 is that you get to create some really... what? Reason number 9 is that you get to create dart. What is dart? How do you make dart? Typically 40-hour... Just had to delete 4 apps so I can record a few videos. Wow. I need a new phone.